All right, best friends. So number one, the importance of knowing when to fall back. Number one is so important, ladies. If he do that, I'm telling you, take a trash bag and throw the whole dude away because we don't got time for this. Number one is he doesn't want to be with you, but he also doesn't want to leave you alone. That's the definition of toxic. Comment below if you ever dealt with a man like this, because I sure have. And I'm telling you, if you do not fall back, this is what's gonna happen to you. It's gonna mess with you mentally and emotionally. You know why? Because that type of behavior, men like this, brings out a woman's deepest insecurities. If you know, damn, like think about it. Imagine, entertaining a guy, everything is going good between you guys, the sex is good, everything, you cater to him, like you pretty much do everything for this guy, and all to prove that you're worthy of that title, and he still doesn't give it to you. It's gonna make you feel like, damn, like what's wrong with me? I'm not pretty enough. Do I need to lose weight? Then when you see him on Instagram liking other girls' pictures, you're gonna feel like maybe I should look like them, maybe I should get a BBL. A lot of females don't want to admit it, but some, not all, some women out there, and it's so sad, some women out there feel like, okay, once I get this BBL, maybe he might pay a little bit more attention to me. I had a friend who told me, like, her man is into butts and boobs, and she doesn't have it, and she feels like that's probably the reason why he's not, he doesn't give so much in a relationship. So she went and got a whole BBL, and they end up breaking up like about 4 or 5 months after. And I brung that up because I don't ever want you to ever feel like, let me change my nose, let me get Botox, let me get fillers, so that this relationship, this bond, will make him like me more. Okay, there's a man out there that's gonna cherish you, flaws and all, fupa and all. Okay, I've dated guys when I felt the ugliest, when I was 190 pounds. I had dudes when I was looking like this. I had dudes. Okay, I had dudes. So I don't want you to ever feel like, you got to change yourself for him to like you. If he doesn't like you, it doesn't matter what you do. It's still not going to be it. Stop forcing vibes. Instead, fall back and be patient. I promise you, any dude that ever left me alone and I was devastated behind, God said, girl, why? I'm going to send you one way better. God will always send you an upgrade. I promise you. But in order for you to get that upgrade, you got to fall back from dead situations. A man who doesn't want to be with you, but he still want to entertain you, that's a dead situation. It's not going nowhere. Do yourself a favor and get the hell up out of there. Okay? When I was watching DaBaby and Danny Lee's on live, my heart broke for her because I'm sorry, I didn't want to go into number 2 by accident, but my heart broke for her because I'm like, damn, this girl over here. Let me say something. If a man ever puts you out his house, do yourself a favor and be like, all right, don't even argue with him. If you have a child, take your child and do not look back. Do not look back, because what DaBaby did to Danny, I was embarrassed and humiliated for her. Don't ever make a man humiliate you and make you feel less than a woman. What DaBaby did, literally, like, it was just so painful to watch, because it was just so painful. You know what? Let's just go with number 2, the importance of knowing when to fall back, because and I'm gonna say what I have to say about that situation at the end, because I really want to get my words together, because that situation needs to be talked about. But let's just continue. Number 2 is he hasn't changed since you took him back. Now, I'm pretty sure Danny Lee saw so many red flags with DaBaby, but the thing about what DaBaby did, and what a lot of men do, is he left her when she was pregnant, right? And then she explained that she took him right back. Oftentimes, as women, when we're not being treated correctly, we do have the balls enough to walk out and we stand firm in our decision. But here comes this narcissistic ass boyfriend of ours, playing mind games, manipulating us, coming back, talking about, I love you, I'm sorry. And because we have that love, that unconditional love, because as women, we love hard, we take them back with open arms. only to be disappointed again. That's why I said, ladies, it's so important when to know when to fall back. I'm pretty sure that situation with him trying to throw her out wasn't the first situation that he embarrassed her. You got to leave the first sight of embarrassment, or the embarrassment will continue. I promise you. I know for a fact, because she reminded me of myself when I was in my toxic situation. There's been so many times where, oh my God, I get emotional thinking about this. There's been so many times where, I was proud of myself because I left a situation alone. But because he couldn't leave me alone, I took that as, oh, maybe he really cares about me. Maybe he really loves me. Maybe it's not all in my head. Maybe the feeling is mutual. But the feeling is not mutual. Oftentimes, guys just come back in your life to see if he still got it, to see if you still have that soft spot for him. That doesn't mean that he's going to change, or, he's going to be the man that you want him to be. That's why I'm telling you this right now. The first time a man plays with you, honey, and you take him back, is going to continue. All right? You can give him a second chance. Me, I don't do second chances no more. Every time I give a guy a second chance, I regret it. But in Danny Lee's situation, this man proved so many times that he is not husband, boyfriend material, but you took him back. And every time you take him back, you're doing a disservice to yourself, especially when a child's involved, and that child is going to be a woman one day. You have to set that example. You have to say, you know what? I love him, but I got to take a step back, because the bigger picture is I'm raising a queen, and I don't want her to think that it's okay to be treated this way. I saw there's another situation with this NFL player. He beat the crap out of his girlfriend in front of his child. Like, I don't know what's going on with these guys in this generation, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like my heart just breaks for every woman out there that got to deal with these narcissistic personalities, okay? And when I watched that situation with the NFL player and his girlfriend, she didn't even cry. That lets me know that that's not the first time he put his hands on her. Domestic violence, let me tell you something. Anytime a man put his hands on you, I guarantee you he's going to do it again. I guarantee you he's going to do it again. My sister, I did a girl talk with my sister, and she told you guys, I was there, I saw it. My sister was in a domestic violence situation where her boyfriend used to beat her ass. And I remember one time my mom and all of my sisters, we jumped on him. 3 days later, he was back. You know what I'm saying? I understand. And I say that to say this. I know it's so hard to leave a domestic situation. Sometimes, you bond through trauma, and that trauma makes you more closer than apart, which is crazy. And psychologists say usually women in domestic situations can't get out because for some reason that dispute, that when a man puts his hands on you, for some reason, it creates like a trauma type of bond where it makes it hard for you to get away. But that's not it. You got to know when to fall back. A man puts his hands on you the first time, fall back. Because no man, I don't care what you say to a man. I don't care if you calls his mother a goddamn crackhead. No man should feel like that angered where he has to put his hands on you. If a man feels like he has to put his hands on you, he has anger issues. It's more than him just putting his hands on you. He has deep-rooted issues, probably stemming from his childhood or whatever. That has nothing to do with you. If he ever has to put his hands on you, you have to know when to exit. As a woman, you have to know when to pick your dignity up and walk away. Learn when to walk away. If you walk away early on, it's going to prevent you from getting hurt. And, because the longer you stay, the harder it is for you to leave. I've been in situations where it took me 3 years to leave. It's serious. It took me 3 years to leave because I'm like, damn, I already invested my time. Maybe he will change. Maybe this, maybe that, or maybe not. Maybe not, sis. Take your trash back and throw the whole dude away. That's not love. That's not love. You need to know when to fall back. He embarrassed you. He humiliates you. Know when to fall back. Because I promise you, any dude that's comfortable with embarrassing you the first time is going to do it again. And I really hope that Danny Lee, that situation, I'm pretty sure she still has a lot of love for this man. But I hope that public humiliation is more than enough to just have a co-parent situation with this dude. I know it's going to be the hardest thing ever, especially when you have a kid with someone. For some reason, when you have a kid with someone, it makes it harder to leave, because you guys have that child together, and you know it's just a bond, and it's something that you don't want to break, but it's not it. It's not it, sis. It's not it. You don't want to. The model for this video, and I want you to keep with you after this video, is I am not about to go. I'm not about to go out sad behind nobody's dusty son. Okay. Anytime you feeling like you're doing too much and it's not, the energy is not being reciprocated, you have to fall back. That brings me to number 3. Okay. Number 3. You have to initiate sex, dates, even conversations. If it's feeling forceful, ladies, because as a woman, you know when a situation is feeling forceful. We know when we know when the love is mutual, and we also know when it's a little forceful and we're doing too much. If you feel like you find yourself calling this dude and he's not responding, or he's giving you one-word answers, when you guys talk, and, when you guys are in the bedroom, you got to be the ones to, like, get it started. I'm telling you right now, if you have to do all of that, the relationship has run its course. That's a clear indication that he doesn't want to be with you anymore. And it's fine. Let him out. Get the hell out. Peacefully, gracefully walk out his life, and wait until God sends you that man that's not gonna make you feel like you're doing too much. If as a woman, when you doing too much, that's when you have to fall back. Okay, I knew I had to fall back when I was the one calling my man all the time. I just thought about, like, damn, I remember in the beginning he used to call me all the time. And 9 times out of 10, if you initiating stuff that he used to do in the beginning, it's because, sad to say, he found someone else to do every single thing he did for you in the beginning. He's doing that for someone else. The conversations is getting shorter with you because it's with someone else. I know that's a hard pill to swallow. You don't want to believe it, but 9 times out of 10, he's not initiating stuff because he's cheating on you. Don't be vulnerable. Don't be naive. Every time I watch the Cheater show, and the significant other that's suspecting the other person of cheating, every time they will call and say, hey, babe, let's hang out today, I miss you. The one that's cheating never says, you know what, this is not going to work. I found someone else. Cheaters never admit to being with someone else. They just slowly tell you by not initiating sex, by, the conversations being dead and short. For some reason, guys never want to admit that they're cheating. They rather, string you along and make you question yourself and if you're doing anything right. Sis, you are doing everything right. He just found someone else. Men are never satisfied. It's sad. You could be the baddest thing ever. They're still going to find someone else. And it's fine. There's men that, they'll always be cheaters, and there's men that truly believe in love the way that you love. They truly believe in monogamy the way you believe in monogamy, and they believe in marriage. There's men out there that believes in the same thing you do. But right now, you're selling yourself short, messing with Brian when Derek has all the qualities that you need and more. You have to know when to let go, sis, or that pain is going to be unbearable. That pain is going to drive you to getting surgery. It's going to drive you to becoming a woman that you're not, just to satisfy a man that, doesn't even care if you do that, all those things for him or not, So, I just want you to, I hope this video wasn't all over the place. And I just want to leave you guys with the message of, do not go outside behind no dude, and to know when to fall back. Okay? It's better to fall back and be hurt than to be in a situation hurting, unable to fall back, and letting a man play with you. Period. We're not doing that. We're not letting men play with us. All right? Because what you continue will allow. And that's my girl talk of today, knowing when to fall back. I hope you guys like this video. Until next time, Bella gang or no gang. Mwah.